Ladies and gentlemen, it is episode 20 of our beloved Banter featuring the villains in Vanier. Yes, we are in Vanier, but this time our location is at the wonderfully humble Black Irish pub.
They got our scarf.
And our fellow brother, Brighttown boy, and Gunner supporter, Mustafa, which, by the way, next week you're going down.
We'll be lucky, but you're going down regardless.
Which means we're going to draw.
At best.
Anyway, so there's a lot to cover today, not just MLS and NASL scores from last week, but also a lot of happening leading up to the EPL start of the season. TFC, big splash happening in the last couple weeks, but tonight we're not expecting much.
Nope.
MLS with a few announcements as well of their own. OSEG with their event.
Yeah.
And other stuff to nibble on. And by nibble, I mean banter. Ha ha ha. Anyway.
I gotta say this. Please ignore the background noise. At the time this was planned, we didn't expect background noise.
We're sorry.
That's okay. I'm
really.
not.
We're at a place where the owner was very proud to put up our scarf.
Yeah.
As soon as he put it up, we came in and he advertised it like there's no tomorrow.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
This is the Black Irish pub.
Yeah, and
Exactly.
he's got right in front of the bar, which you can't ask for a better placement spot.
It's right above the TV.
Yeah, when people
Exactly.
see it. You look at the TV, there's a scarf, so thank you, Black Irish Pub.
All right, so on with the MLS scores from last week. DC defeating Montreal 3-1. Philly drawing 1-1 with Chicago. Colorado and RSL drawing 2-2.
Yay, Clint!
Houston taking out Columbus 3-1. San Jose 2-0 over Chivas.
Only?
Seattle 3-0 over Dallas. And Vancouver, Portland drawing 1-1. TFC with their second win in a row against New England 1-0. Boys. Your impressions?
Portland, Vancouver. Well, that's Cascade Cup. That's a derby tournament. You just
Yeah.
anything
If
goes.
one of those teams won,
No, you're
shit
not
would've gone
surprised.
down.
You're not surprised if one of those three teams won that tournament. You don't.
Yeah.
But it would have been a good game to be there as a fan. I was away for TFC New England, and the joke was that I always loved coming to the cottage. They said, what? I don't have to watch TFC. What's the fan? That's the team you cheer for. I said, I know. Well, what's wrong with that? I said, I don't have to watch them lose. I come back. No, they won. What the fuck? I'm supposed to be in town when you win, out of town when you lose. Like, honestly, get with the program. No, they don't want to listen to me.
Adjust your schedule.
DC and Montreal. Montreal is showing their colors.
Yes.
I don't think they have the depth they went gunning in with.
Yeah, I was going to talk about that one too, because Montreal is slipping up in the league.
Yeah.
And DC
Well,
is
it's one-
dead
it's
last.
one-
DC is dead last in the East right now, 7 behind TFC. They're not having a good year. So they
anytime you're doing worse than TFC, you're not having a good year.
Well, Chivas never has a good year regardless.
Yeah. But I mean, this is a classic setup in like most sports. You have the bottom feeding team
Yeah.
at dead last versus top. It's always
There's always
usually during the season at least. There's usually one of those times where that happens, and the one who's at the bottom wins.
yeah. You do have a lot more
can't-
pressure
you
if you're
can't-
the top team.
Yeah, you're gonna one now and then the bottom team's gonna win the game. It's Murphy's law, but it's still,
Yeah.
yeah.
But then take TFC 2 wins in a row now.
Yeah.
4 out of the year so far. That's 3.
Well,
from
if
the
they
last
keep it
year.
up, that's on Payne and Nelson.
Yeah.
Nelson
You gotta
is
give
looking
him
like a genius right now.
Yeah.
I want someone to hit a pain, by the way. Get used to it. Get used
Yeah.
to it. He's.
So this week,
We'll go into that later. Let's face it.
okay.
But
Save the
Seattle,
rent.
Seattle, Dallas. Let's face it. Seattle's always been a good squad.
Yeah.
Dallas, not so much. So I'm not surprised. But yeah, Anton.
Well, okay, back to Portland and Vancouver. I mean, it's like you said, it's a derby match. Had one of those those teams actually won the match, I think shit would have gone down.
Yeah.
If my mind wanders that way, you know, if it's a real derby between two teams who really hate each other, supporters clubs who hate each other, and etc., you know, that sets up for a very amazing atmosphere.
Yes.
But I mean, had one of those teams won, I mean, shit, you know, and even at a draw, sometimes things happen. So I'm kind of happy that it went the way it did. Although I'd be more lenient towards Vancouver, obviously, because it's the Canadian squad.
Yeah.
TFC, I'm obviously proud of, just because they even have 4 wins this year. More than one from. I'm just anything, you know.
Yeah.
Whatever we can get.
If we keep our great, if let's say we win every game, every games, and Columbus wins every game next, except the game against Toronto. Toronto is in dead 4th, not dead 3rd. We're only 3 points behind Columbus.
So we're truly setting the pace as Villa and TFC supporters.
Watch out, Columbus.
We cheer for these teams who rattle at the bottom of the table and then manage to just stay above the, you know, MLS has no relegation, but I'm just saying.
Yeah.
But let's face it, Villa fans are more fun than TFC fans.
No shit.
We do.
And then the Champions League, Impact taking the match 1-0 over San Jose, Kansas 2-0 over Real Oserio.
Yeah.
And
Well,
good on Montreal.
Yeah, Kansas City I didn't expect to lose.
I would.
No, they're a good, strong squad. They screwed up the start of the season.
I would have
Yeah.
expected.
But the team they were playing is from which country, and their league probably isn't that good.
Yeah, it's for like Panama or a team that Toronto's beaten in the past.
Yeah.
Somehow.
Yeah.
Impact San Jose, people were expecting San Jose because they're sort of hot right now, and the Impact were
and you
slightly
expect-
good.
But Impact, I am happy for them. Though.
But Impact
This
at
is a
home,
big
so-
year for. I mean, first of all, Champions League success, league success in the MLS.
Yeah.
We're gonna have not just one, but 2 Canadian teams in the playoffs.
Yeah. If
You
Vancouver
know,
makes it,
and-
yeah.
If you gotta hope on that one, but don't worry, the MLS is run by owners. It won't happen.
I'm just saying because I mean, Vancouver's high enough.
Yeah, yeah.
They're high enough.
Vancouver's high enough.
Tommy
Yeah.
Chong.
He was on Just for Laughs today.
Nice.
Cheech and Chong. It was
Hey.
great. NASL scores.
Yeah. You go.
Carolina. Hey, the Railhawks beating Edmonton. I didn't have to say the FC East had.
Yes. Third time's the charm, folks. Third time's the charm.
The Railhawks. I just love that name, Railhawk. What's a Railhawk?
You don't want to know what a real hawk
No,
is.
but the Carolina's been known as a big transit state, as in railway.
Yeah?
But they
Like a hawk?
Yeah, but they fly. There's a lot of hawks in the area. There's a lot of trains, rail hawks. It kind of makes sense if you think about it.
It does. But if you look up the other definition for getting rail hawks, you don't want to.
Yeah, I'm not going to look. If Mustafa says it and I don't know the meaning, I'm not going to look it up.
Keeping your hand on the banister while you're going up.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Don't look down. Don't look down. Whatever you do, don't look down.
Poor Fort Lauderdale taken down by New York's newest edition as the Cosmos, returning to NASL in the second leg of the season.
Can I interject quickly?
Yes.
Cosmos beat Leyton Orient
Wow.
in England in the preseason game.
Ooh.
They're championship level, so.
You mean the hungry level?
Yeah, so a second division beats another second division. And let's face it, I like that matchup between MLS versus second division.
Yeah.
I prefer.
Fury.
Yeah. Well, Fury could play. They said Millwall at the event.
Hey, if they play Millwall, we're all saying Fury blowing bubbles. I don't care. We're saying it.
So, good old Minnesota United falling 1-0 to Atlanta, and
I don't think so.
San Antonio and Tampa Bay. Wow, 7-4 Tampa. 7-4.
Who needs defense? Fuck this defense. It's goalie, no defense, midfield, attack.
Exactly.
What was it? A shootout, and then whoever
It
wins
must
by
have been.
3.
It must have been. Like,
Holy crap! Anyway,
Edmonton gone down again. That's not good.
Yeah, that's the thing is.
I thought they had a stronger start too, didn't they?
Edmonton's got to figure their shit out. Like they
Well, I
have
shouldn't
a
say a
good
strong start. It was a strong mid-season.
Yeah.
But they've been having strong mid-season since they started. It's just one of those things of either have a good start of the season or shitty. Just stop having constant strong mid-season starts.
I'm sorry to be so biased about our teams, but I mean, look at the Villa. We either have a kick-ass first half of the season or a kick-ass second half.
Yeah.
Or
We only have a
goes first.
kick-ass
Sounds
first.
like TFC actually.
Yeah, TFC.
Villa only has
TFC
kick-ass
is
first.
consistently crap. Up until
Well,
4
we
wins
used to
ago.
be
and
known
then-
for the midsummer sort of 2 or 3 wins that
yeah.
get you excited for the playoffs, and then we just drop down. That's TFC
Yeah.
was known for that. And then now
Hey,
it's just shit.
I'm just saying, we're excited over 4 wins. That's all I'm excited for. So apart from scores now, here's some news. Rooney wanting out of Manchester United. That is no surprise because of Fergie leaving. He was his little puppet. We
Yeah.
all know this.
Yeah.
And then Luis Suarez as well.
Well, the thing with Rooney was he wanted out of Everton when Moyes was in charge.
Yeah.
And then a while back, he wanted out of Man U. Not because, well, reasons I've heard is because he wasn't played in the right position, he wasn't getting enough playing time. Well, let's face it, we've got a coach like Fergie who wins things, who is a very competitive manager. He knows
Yeah.
what the fuck he's doing.
Yep.
Your ego is bigger than your fucking ego.
Well, that sounds like Rooney.
Yeah,
Suarez, same thing.
Yeah. Well, Suarez was going to go to Arsenal, right?
yeah.
I didn't want it to happen. I don't.
Oh,
No, thank you.
Yeah, no, you know what? Suarez could just leave the EPL. I'm sorry, cannibalism was decriminalized ages ago. And I
So
don't
is he
think
still stuck in
donkeys are allowed to
Liverpool?
play.
Well,
right?
Liverpool said he's not going anywhere, which I'm happy for as a gunner.
Well, it's the
But
same
he
thing
wants
with.
out.
I think he wants out.
He thinks he's bigger than he is, but it's the same thing Villa had with Benteke.
But
here's the thing, Suarez is better than Benteke. Suarez can demand that.
Yeah.
Benteke can't.
But I mean, I think what happened with Benteke, I think I'm surprised things smoothed out so quickly. You know, because usually when one of your star players on the team that you support says, I want out, all of a sudden now your supporters are going to hate you.
Yeah.
Because it's like, well, why the fuck are you even here? Because, well, aren't you supposed to be loyal to the club that's been giving you the chance to play?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, number one. Number two, shit didn't happen. He didn't get what he wanted. He wanted out. No one wanted to take him. Why? Because, like Stefan had mentioned before, they finally wanted to flex their muscle, whatever muscle they had.
Yeah.
And they say, you know what? No, we know what he's worth, and what you're giving us is shit. So fuck you. Give us a better offer. But nothing happened. Nothing came of it. So
Yeah.
he's stuck, and he's signed a new deal. Good for him. But then on top of that, you know, well, don't fans remember that he wanted to leave? Never mind the fact that he's staying for the next 4 years according
Yeah.
to contract. But
It's all business to them.
Yeah,
it's
all-
just.
And the thing is, agents speak more than players now.
Yeah, but here's the thing: is I don't think Luis Suarez, Uruguayan or Argentinian?
Uruguay.
Yeah, it's his agents. If he goes to Arsenal, is he going to get first team right off the bat?
Probably not. Although he'd be a strong contender.
Be a strong contender.
Well,
would
I
be
mean-
enough to be picked constantly first team for Uruguay.
Yeah. But then again, what does Arsenal have now? I mean, who's he
Yeah,
competing
that's true. So
Well, unless you guys are borrowing Henri once in a while.
with? Yeah.
To try
well,
and
he doesn't
add
have
to
to
the
compete with
trophy
Van
card.
Persie anymore.
Well, every time they go through a drought, what do they do? Oh, hey, New York, can we borrow our player? And then he goes, plays a couple games, scores a few goals,
Yeah.
and it's all good. It's gravy.
But in the
But
end,
then-
it's just, we're all, really, let's face it, Rooney and Luis Suarez, we're all pissed off. Not because there are players, it's just, this is the players' mantra these days.
Yeah.
What happened to the days of you sign a contract? I said I'm going to do this, and you do it. As we said, if we were to sign a job contract and say we're going to do this for 3 years, and after years that we think we deserve more money, they're going to say, bye,
Yeah.
there's the door. Why can't they do that with
Well,
players?
if you want to get into this, like these guys grow up from like age 8 or 9 being told that they're special and they're the best and they can do what they want. They can get away with anything. Where do you think it comes from?
Well, hold on. There's a George Carlin line on that one.
Oh, jeez.
Because kids are being told, because every child is special. Well, if every child is special, what makes them so fucking special? But you're right. It's just the idea.
It's these kids though. Like if you're 8 and you have all this talent, you get grown-ups telling you you're better than I am.
When I coach, I told kids they're better than I was. But I told them you're not better than the team.
Yeah, exactly.
And accept how good you are and embrace it.
Yeah.
Don't think if you ever play for a team that you're number one. You will never be number one on a team, and accept that. But accept the fact you'll be the number one person that they will look to help the team.
Yeah.
Be that player. Be that player that the coach looks to and says, shit, we're in a jam. Who can I depend on? Who will break his leg on the field? To
Be
try
a
and get us-
leader.
Yeah. Nut up. Just be willing, that little guy,
Yeah.
and just do it. If you break your leg, but you break your leg trying to score a goal.
I like little athletes. The tiny ones. They're agile.
Yeah,
They're
exactly.
wicked.
Messy.
We're clear with that one?
Yeah, I think
You
we
guys
are.
want to...
No, I think we've ranted.
More brain farts
The
about
big rant
Rooney?
is still coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. Well, Mr. Loudmouth. Hull City AFC, formerly AFC Association Football Club. I think that was a really unique name because I've never seen it before.
Yeah.
Changed his name to Hull City Tigers FC. Now, A, Stefan, why the change? And 2, do you know why they picked Tigers?
Well, the idea was the Egyptian owner of Hull City, brand new owner, he gets Hull City promoted, but he doesn't like the name Hull City AFC because Hull City is too popular a name. He wants to make it distinguished, so he calls it Tigers.
But he still put City in
But
the
it's
name.
in England.
Yeah,
What do you expect it to be?
No, but he still puts city in, which is
Yeah, by the way, I dragged my dad in, so deal with it.
So hold on, wait. Did he pick Tigers because he's Egyptian?
No.
Because
That's India.
Hull City, because they play in yellow and black stripes, have always been nicknamed
The
the
Tigers.
Tigers.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But it's Hull City.
it's
Yeah.
Hull City.
You don't make up stupid names.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's what he wanted. He didn't like the name.
So he's basically
because it's
bringing,
too popular.
He's bringing the North American mentality of naming a
is.
team to...
And the fan, like apparently when you go, if you're in the Hull area, you see you're going to the City game. they all know they're going to Hull. No, you're going to City game. Yeah, I'm going to go see Birmingham City. Why the hell do you want to go see Birmingham City? You're going to City game. You're going to see Stoke.
Tigers was a fan nickname.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
So it makes no
like
sense. that-
Wolverhampton.
The Wolves,
are a fan.
their actual symbol, their crest,
Yeah.
their symbol now, is a stylized wolf head.
yeah.
Which I don't, but years ago I'm making the assumption it wasn't.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Yeah.
But now it is. Because
The fans.
nobody in England calls them anything but the Wolves.
Yeah.
But let's face it, with United, you notice now lately on the back of the jerseys, it's a devil.
Yeah.
But
Right,
that's a
that-
new terminal.
But you know that. But it took a while, and it's stuck, and
Well, I
it's
mean,
grown,
they've
and
always-
it's been accepted.
Because
They've always
marketed
had
it. They marketed it to the world
Yeah.
yeah, but
as
that's
the Red Devils.
but
Yeah.
that's but
Same
they,
as Villa trying to call themselves villains.
Yeah.
it has worked.
To a
Well, okay,
point.
then change the logo and the jersey and all that, but keep the name at least.
Yeah,
Because-
keep the name. Like,
Well, I
do
think the devil on the back of the jersey is kind of redundant because they already have it on their crest, number
Yeah.
one.
yeah.
Yeah,
And
that,
they already have the nickname, so okay. Why
But
do you need
the-
an extra devil?
Well, like Aston Villa.
Yeah.
You
I got
can
the
see
best
what's
too.
on the crest.
Be
The fans wearing
prepared.
his Aston Villa.
Yeah,
Okay, we got 2 Villa jerseys here.
Is
Different sponsors.
yeah.
but
Charity,
Lion Rampant.
non-charity.
But nobody calls them the Lions.
No,
No.
They wouldn't strike anyone to do that.
but mind you, I have to say this: the best Villa jerseys I bought were 2010-2011 season. And if you flip the shirt inside out behind the crest, it's a Pride of Birmingham.
It's beautiful.
It's great.
See, little things like that, like a little tagline about the area you're from. Okay.
Just a little bit of pride. It makes, but no, it's just that you're disrespecting the fans. You're disrespecting the area's history.
How long have they been called Hull City AFC?
Forever?
Since they started.
Yeah.
So this is like 120 years.
It's
Hull
just
is
like,
relatively
And what,
new.
So only 90
So
years.
some
Yeah, they started them in the early 1900s,
Okay.
so maybe
it's the start of
1920s.
it's the start of a joke. There's Hull City FC playing, or sorry, Hull City AFC playing a footy match, and an Egyptian walks in.
and the team no longer exists.
Well, I guess the first rule of owning a club is understand the culture.
1904.
1904.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's relatively new.
So for
The funny thing is, we say relatively new, and the team I cheer for in the bottom division in England is Bristol Rovers, and they started in '85.
1985?
No,
1885,
1885.
and they're new.
yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, so
Well, like our team, his team, my team,
Yeah. The Villa.
1872 or something.
Four.
no, '72 they started,
74.
but '74
Is
they
when they
became.
formed the league.
I
Yeah.
know it because I put it on the back of my brother's.
No,
jersey.
'74 is when they actually they started in '72 traditionally.
Yeah.
But that they
Yeah.
formed the league.
But
They were
really,
the
in the
main
end, what we're
instigators
just
of a
all
league.
upset
Yeah,
about is
yeah.
this.
And they were the most southern team.
Wow.
I thought,
And we're in the middle
no,
of
in
the fucking
'74 Bristol City was with them.
When the league started,
Okay, I'm
the
wrong.
original,
We'll continue.
the original 12,
Okay, Stefan's wrong.
Yeah, I'm wrong.
well,
We're,
that makes
everyone
bloody
happy.
surprise.
all right, so and,
Well, just
but in the end, we're all upset. More or less, is this foreigner coming into another country
You don't change anything.
and saying, you know what, I know better because I'm the owner. No,
no, it's not even that.
just because you're the owner and you're investing in the team, there's a reason why you invested in the team in the first place. If you come around changing and think you know better than the fans, I'm sorry, in England, sports-wise, the fans make you. You disrespect the fans, you disrespect the supporters, they will not show up. Randy Lerner learned this the hard way with hiring McUseless. Villa Park, 44,000. By November, 33,000 at best.
That's true for any business. If you're going into a country, the first rule is understand your market. Your fans are your market.
So, why people are buying up, billionaires are buying up soccer teams throughout Europe
Yeah?
is, oh, they make money.
No,
and then
they don't.
then they buy them and they say, well, no, I could do better.
Yeah.
And I'll change the name, I'll change this.
But that I could do better mentality, that loses you fans, that loses you money. At the end of the day, if they're in it for money, you have to know how to
Because-
make the money, right?
Especially for North American, where fans don't matter,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
They're not a big issue. But fans in England, and I assume everywhere else in Europe, do
Yeah.
matter. And they don't like, when they hired McLeish, when they first announced it,
No, when they first met, a rumor mill started.
that's when they had the merge.
and
and
they
they
broke
broke the
down the
gate.
gates of the park.
Yeah.
Yeah, so long story short, like, don't piss off the fans. And
So,
that's,
dear
But the-
OSEG, if
the
you
last
mention
game,
McLeish,
okay,
we will break down the
They
gate.
stayed up in the EPL,
yeah.
but the same day of the last game, he was fired.
Yeah.
Because Lerner wasn't going to back down in the middle of the season. Who'd you get? Type of thing.
Yeah.
That's what I.
Ian Holloway. Let's have some fun.
You get halfway through the season or partway through the season. But on the last day of the season, he was fired.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I
Because
guess.
he made a mistake.
Yep.
Yeah,
So
no.
we all agree that this was a screw up.
Yeah.
It's like TFC being called the Toronto Reds.
And
Titanic FC.
The
I'm going
Toronto
for
Reds
Titanic
FC.
FC. I don't know about you.
I still call them Titanic FC. Ever
Yeah.
since I learned about the name.
Well, I doubt they're gonna switch the Toronto Titanics any day.
And speaking of which, TFC is still third last in the league
Yay.
with 20 points. I said third last, and that's a good thing. Because
We're ahead of
dead
what, New
last.
England?
We're ahead of
Chivas and DC.
Chivas and
and
DC.
Yeah.
Well, that's something to be proud of.
We have 3 more wins than last year with 4, which I think is phenomenal. 2 in a row, that's rare. 20 points, 4 wins, 10 losses, and 8 draws. As well as no major signings other than this Swiss kid that we just recently got, as well as an academy player.
Oh,
that
yeah.
we just brought
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
I love that we're bringing academy kids. But
Yeah.
Well, I want more academy. Hell,
Yeah.
I actually wish.
the league would actually sign more academy kids. No, let's bring in European players that are going to die.
This academy kid is on Canada's U18 team.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
But what's funny, I was talking to one guy, and he said, oh, TFC signed this guy from England, Stephen Caldwell. I said, yeah, I've heard of him. Yeah, he played for Birmingham City. Yeah, he said, that's good. Yeah, it's great. Hold on, Birmingham City, right? Yeah. Relegated. Not in the Premier League. Yeah, but he's from Birmingham City. It's a good squad, a good team. Then he's sitting there going, I'm a Villa fan. I'm trying to be nice and not call you an idiot, but you know what? You're a fucking idiot. But he is a decent defender. But I asked Birmingham City fans this. If he faces a fast forward, he is SOL.
Yeah.
They go whole.
Most center backs are like that.
Yeah.
Speaking of center backs, and this is a striker I'm talking about now.
I like that. Nice play on words. I really like that one.
Dempsey is back in the MLS now.
Deuce Dempsey?
I was thinking about this.
Alright. And you're still alive?
I know the one brain cell I had has now withered to an eighth, the size of a gnat. When it's a baby.
See, folks, zombies do exist. You just need to know who they are.
If you follow the MLS, you're on your way.
That's where your career dies anyway. But you're still living well enough to walk and see where you're going. Anyway, I was thinking about this because Dempsey is now, he went from the MLS,
Yeah.
then went to EPL,
Yep.
now he's back in the MLS.
Yeah.
You look at Henry, you look at, what's his name, Beckham,
Yeah.
same stories. They went from one league to the other and back again.
Yeah.
So it's like, I went to hell to heaven and back, and I can't help but think, okay, so, because we're talking about how the DP rules are changing again.
Yeah.
Not to be dirty, but the DP rules are, but...
And
these are
Anton's keeping
3.
his face straight this time.
Anton straight this time. Fuck.
Apparently.
Shit. anyway, my point is, you have these 3 major names in the footy world,
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah.
Between leagues in Europe, which are amazing leagues,
Yeah.
amazing football, amazing quality, and these players come from these places. Then they come to MLS and going back.
Yeah.
But MLS is not exactly what we would call in the footy world a top class league because of you can't really compare the
Quality.
level of competition.
Yeah.
My question is, with these 3 players doing what they did now, is there a trend that's setting now?
Come back home and play?
No, to be you're starting out in Europe.
Yeah.
Or in Dempsey's case,
In
the
MLS.
other way. But then then you cross over, then go back again.
Yeah.
Are you trying to set a trend for other players, or are other big names who are going to let their careers die in MLS, as we always point out?
Yeah.
Or is it a trend, and or is it
How you guys doing there?
trying to
Good?
whatchamacallit, sort of give false hope to all players,
Yeah.
no matter what your level?
So you're saying,
because it's like, okay, I'm able to go wherever I want,
yeah.
end up where I want,
Yeah.
and finish my career as is. And that's already happened 3 times with 3 major names,
Yeah.
coming from 3 different countries who are decent powerhouses in when it comes to world competition.
Yeah.
I know USA's in the middle of the pack somewhere, usually.
Yeah.
Middle to top.
Yeah.
But you take the Frenchman in Henri, phenomenal. Beckham from England, but he's only good for one thing. But that's how he's made his name.
Yeah.
And
So why would they go back?
so why? So my question is, are you trying to set a trend here now? Are we trying to tell the rest of the players around the world, like, hey, look, if I'm able to do this, why not? You can jump ship from your club from one league and go to the next and this, that, whatever.
No, they are.
You know.
You are right. They are. And in the end, it's the MLS thinking there's something they're not. They're trying to
That's
grow.
what I'm getting at.
They're trying to grow their league.
Yeah.
Which I'm all for. Grow your league. Make it the best league in the world. Step up to the plate. Make sure that when you hear, let's say you hear the name Osorio,
Jonathan Osorio.
Jonathan Osorio, he's the next best midfielder for Bayern Munich.
Yeah.
Where did he come from? Did he come from Europe? No. Did he come from Brazil? No. He came from the MLS in North America. What the fuck? He came from North America?
Yeah.
Make your league.
To be fair, Dempsey came out of New England Revolution.
Yeah, but he did well. But here's the thing. He's one out of...
The big ones are Dempsey and Howard. Came out of MLS.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have a number
Yeah.
system?
I guess it's that too.
You're just...
Well, it's like I said, like I was mentioning how, the America is usually, in world rankings, mid to top.
Yeah.
Yeah. Around there. I mean, look, it's not just Dempsey. I mean, look how many goalkeepers are out there. I'm noticing they're
American
all American.
goalkeep- yeah.
Irwin.
Yeah.
All right, Irwin to
So-
Villa Park,
there's
right?
so
We're going
many,
to send Clay
honestly,
to Villa Park.
Apart from Shea Given, I think he's the only non-American goalkeeper I know.
Yeah.
Whereas most
Peter
almost all,
Cech?
Or Czech. Okay, he wears a
Bakovic?
helmet
He's
because he's
Czech.
special. Actually, he is.
Bakovic.
Yeah. Begovic, yeah.
But I'm just saying, nowadays, like the up and coming, you see a lot of the starting goalkeepers
Yeah.
American,
The U.S.
Yeah.
produces really good goalkeepers.
and they
Which
do.
is-
And that's one thing I
Which
will
is
commend.
horrible. We don't want that. As a Canada fan, as an England fan, we don't want more American goalkeepers. Just in case England faces them. We don't need to deal with them in a penalty shootout.
They Beckham the ball over the bar.
Exactly. We don't need Beckham's motivation to be a field goal kicker in the NFL.
Yeah.
Look, guys, actually, when you look at the goal, actually just look at the middle of the standings.
About 5 feet above the
look,
net.
Look 20 rows deep. Actually, look that way, and you'll strike it in the middle. No problem. It'll sail even higher.
You mentioned MLS thinking they're bigger than they are, and the way that Dempsey came to MLS pissed a lot of people off.
Yeah, you're right. It's just, you hear all these rules, this and that. Apparently, the MLS paid the transfer fee from Spurs. Why?
8 or 9 million, yeah.
Why? You want to grow your own players. I understand this. You want to make your league recognizable. But here's the thing. Villa fans were making fun of this. When Villa fans make fun of the MLS,
That's losing a lot of credibility.
Yeah, it's-
whatever little credibility you have.
Yeah.
right, it's just, I said this since day one. You want to sign a big name player, you do it yourself. I understand that the MLS wants to keep in check the salary. They want to make sure their clubs make money,
Yeah.
that they don't die. I understand. I think that's a great philosophy. But, again, it's, well, we'll pay the transfer. No.
Yeah. For me, it's not even the transfer fees. It's the behind-the-scenes stuff that went on.
Yeah, it's this.
Garber wanted him in Seattle, nowhere else.
Yeah.
He wasn't going to go to FC Dallas or Chivas.
Why?
Because Garber wants him in Seattle.
But you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It's like,
Now Dempsey came out and said I would have accepted 3 teams. Toronto FC, he mentioned TFC, Seattle or Los Angeles. TFC were interested. MLS said no. MLS blocked TFC from getting him. And
So
that's
You're right
Don,
there.
so Don Garber is the football world's cock block. Is
pretty
what
much,
basically-
yeah.
Don Garber is judge, jury, and executioner for the MLS.
Yeah.
If you want a club to die, it dies. If you want a club to live, it
Yeah.
lives.
And that's what is pissing people off. It's basically Don Garber now. You don't need to play the games anymore. Garber will just select the winner every year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's true.
I don't
And
know if you.
it's very scary to see.
Yeah. It's
You know,
basically
and
fixed, actually.
And imagine, like we want grassroots football in both, and all over North America to
Yeah.
grow and
Yeah.
grow the right way. And you want, and now kids are going to get wind of this. They're going to learn of this.
Yeah.
They're not stupid.
No.
They're going to learn of this, and guess what? They're going to think that's right.
Yeah.
They're going to be growing up thinking, oh, no, we can do this. It's fine. But,
I'm
really.
in the LA Academy system. Garber will help me out. I'm in Seattle
And I mean,
kid
hell,
system. I'm in New York's. No, don't worry. Garber will make sure
I'll even give you a local reference. Ottawa South United,
Yeah.
otherwise known
Right
as
there.
OSU.
Rude Alice. No, right there.
Anyway.
Anyway, they have a real reputation. Whenever I talk about OSU with other football players in Ottawa, they have a sour taste with or bitterness towards OSU.
Yeah.
Basically what they do is they whatchamacallit, Stefan's doing gestures, I can't fucking think.
Hey,
Basically,
San Jose
OSU
just got a yellow card. Yeah.
and TFC is down 1-0. So
Aww.
OSU
I'm gonna drink my
has,
sorrows now.
who are you?
Glug, 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 glug.
You want a straw?
Yeah, sure.
OSU has a real knack for going up to players at a young age and saying, hey, we're going to make you the next star, the next best. We're going to focus on you, all our energies. We're going to help you develop and turn into this great player
Yeah.
and hopefully get you, noticed by Canada, so on and so on. They feed you all this bullshit, right?
Yeah.
And as soon as they find the next kid, they forget about you and they go to that's how they do it.
Yeah.
But that's business.
It's business, but it's not.
It's
it's
not
not
ethical.
right.
No, it's not right, and I agree. I'm not defending. I'm just stating fact. It's business,
Yeah.
and it's wrong business.
So,
One thing about MLS, just to close this out.
Okay.
Their rules are in place to they were put in maybe 5 or 6 years ago when the league was completely different. Next CBA will be huge to see what they do, and if they better give the clubs a bit more freedom, because I think they are at a point where they
Yeah, personally, I'd love to see Toronto have a bit more freedom for the MLS to realize, MLSC, you're a horrible ownership group.
Yeah. So
Just enough to
sell the
not-
team to a person.
Not slap upside the head. They fall into the river.
Yeah.
They just happen to have cement shoes on at the time.
Yeah.
So the rules are in place basically for a league that's smaller than MLS where
Yeah.
they are now. Now that they grow, and hopefully teams will get.
It sounds like the league for the Irish League, and they're tiny, but they work. Surprisingly,
Yeah. Get OD in the Irish league.
True. Well, I mean, look at the name.
no, the Irish
He's
League.
an Irish international.
The Irish League is a decent enough league.
Yeah.
I think FIFA should really, if in an ideal world, in my ideal world, FIFA should flex their muscle in every country and every league, okay?
Yeah.
And say, all right, you can have your own league, your own domestic professional league.
Yeah.
Even if it's like a North American, like shared between Mexico, Canada, and USA.
Yeah.
I say, have, and we've talked about this before, you can have your own league, but only homegrown players.
Nice. That
Well,
sounds good.
You want to develop
All right, this is really-
you really want to, have a real world competition?
Yeah.
Not just when it comes to World Cup? Fuck, dog. You want to see high level rising beyond belief, and then on top of that, the system
Yeah.
to get these players up, I think it'd be fantastic.
That would be cool.
I don't know when it was said, but the director of the Bundesliga threw FIFA under the bus, saying, you are not supposed to be in charge of a competition every 4 years. You're supposed to be in charge of every single day operations of this sport.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to just worry about where the tournament's being held every 4 years. You're supposed to worry about how the sport is growing in each country. It's been going Bundesliga.
Oh, yes and no, though. That's up to the FAs.
No, but it's just been going Bundesliga. Showing the world how it should be done.
Yeah.
Because the Bundesliga, they are holding their teams accountable for their players. If you're in debt, you're in debt. No. You want to sign Messi? Hold on. You're already $20 million in debt. You think in 3 years Messi will save you? No. Being a black, and then you could talk about signing Messi.
Yeah.
MLS, now moving on with more MLS news. We got MLS going to 24 teams by 2022.
Bullshit.
That's actually one team every couple of years.
MLS wants to go to 24 teams by 2022.
2020.
Well, that's what you said,
I thought it was 2022.
I know,
Sorry,
I know.
I am wrong. I have
Get
failed.
used to it.
Thank
wrong,
you.
He's wrong twice today. That's
Only?
another rarity. TFC. Hey.
Yeah, and see, here's the good thing. If I'm wrong, Anton Mustafa are there to make sure things go right.
That's a
Usually.
lot of pressure, man. What the Anyway, so
We
20.
can always call my dad his back.
Well, hey. Oi. Anyway.
Oi, la, see.
So 24 teams. First of all, is it going to happen?
Yeah.
Will
Yes.
it work? No.
Well, Garber is starting to love his expansion fees.
Yeah,
First of
that's
all,
the thing.
I think, okay, you want to expand? Expand. You want to keep it, I say, expand to 40. Go really, and then split into two.
You know what? That's what
so
they're
then
thinking.
guess what? Then we can start having relegation promotion.
And then Toronto could get bitch slapped left, right, and
No,
center.
but that's
learn
what
how
they're
to
thinking, though. They're thinking, I think, going up to 32 and then having two 15-team conferences.
32 divided by 2 is 16.
Okay, going to
He's
30.
redeemed himself as being right. This is
Anyway, they're looking at going to two conferences.
this is the be right
Yeah,
show.
you're talking about two conferences. When I hear two conferences, all I think is baseball.
And
That's what they're
playoffs
going
and
after.
NHL and
Yeah.
NFL and
You
blah.
know what that means? It's just.
And it's going to be 5-team divisions. And
We might end up with that.
Yeah, no,
With
that's the
MLS.
thing. It's just.
it's been
You
foretold.
hear this,
Yeah.
and I'm sorry. New England, shit support.
Yeah, I was going to say something like that.
Chivas USA, what support? I swear
Worse
to God,
support, my
we're
God.
in a pub. Okay, before the two guys left, so two guys plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, plus 2. So that's 7 guys. That's Chivas USA supporters.
Total.
Yeah,
At
like-
all.
Yeah.
Match days.
Just build up your supporters. Like,
And they share with LA Galaxy.
like, make sure your teams that are in your current league are competitive.
Yeah.
So, i.e., take your hand, slap it constantly across MLSC's face, and say, "Win games, be competitive."
Yeah.
Before you say, "Oh, we're going to be a competitive league."
If Don Garber wanted to be a little smarter, you know, okay, sure, he's trying to attract these, you know, European players who are, you know, nearing the end
Past
of
their
their
prime,
Yeah.
nearing the end of their careers.
past their due date,
Yeah.
Anyway,
best before sell date.
Anyway, he wants to attract these players from Europe who are nearing the end of their career.
Yeah.
Why not spread the fucking wealth? Because we've said it before. He's already made it, and we see it still. It's a 2 to 3 horse league team. Bundesliga, as much as they are great with, you know, cracking down on the money stuff,
Yeah.
still a 1 horse league.
But
France, 1 or 2.
no,
England,
it's 2 now.
It's 4 to 5.
Yeah.
You know, and then
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah.
mean. So you want to call yourself a competitive league? Spread the wealth.
If
Yeah,
you have
show it.
if you have a salary cap, that's in theory that you're supposed to
Yeah,
have one.
in theory, but in reality, I'd like to see a debt cap.
Yeah.
That cap's way better.
Let's face it, there's a debt cap. Toronto would be amazing. Let's face it.
Yeah. No, they would be.
They would.
But you said something about the 24 teams. I think they'd be better off if they relocate their shit teams first.
Yeah.
So relocate
Fix up your
Chivas,
shit.
relocate Dallas.
Chivas. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Fix up-
Get Chivas a new name.
Is Dallas FC Dallas in Houston or are they somewhere else?
No, they're in Dallas.
Dallas, sorry. Texas, duh. Sorry.
No,
Yeah.
but like fix up the teams you have. Make
Yeah,
sure your
and then-
teams are competitive. If you're not competitive, don't think you can expand.
Yeah, and then maybe try to expand
No, but mind you, they're looking to sell a team and then buy Beckham.
to Miami, right? Yeah.
In theory.
Well, here's
Miami.
No, I gotta say.
Beckham
no,
wants Miami.
No, here's the thing. Who they're gonna take? They got 3 teams: Tampa, Orlando, or Fort Lauderdale.
Tampa.
Do you have to take one?
I would-
Tampa.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to take one of them. But mind you, Orlando just got the permission, the city motion for a soccer-specific stadium.
Yeah, yeah.
Orlando is gonna push for it.
Yep. It's no secret that Orlando wants MLS as well.
But
So not only can you watch footy, you can watch it in the comfort of a roller coaster at Orlando Studios, man.
Yeah.
going up, hey, there's a kickoff. Ah!
Well,
Hey, let's go. Ah!
Here's a question. Any new expansion teams in Canada?
Oh, hell no.
The MLS said it before. They don't care.
Well, they have their 3, right?
Yeah, they have their 3. They have it. They have the 3 big markets that they think are big enough.
Yeah. But the way they think, who knows? All they care about is the dollars and cents, right? If
The number.
Ottawa comes out and shocks everyone, which I know is...
Hey,
Just bear with me. But if...
hold
if-
on. Yeah. I believe it was stop.
Well, if FC Dallas is declaring bankruptcy one day and John Pugh comes out and says, I'll buy them. And
Yeah,
send them to
OSEC
Ottawa.
says we'll take him.
Yeah.
You know, if OSEC says we'll take him, and they're willing to throw out the money, what's
Scarborough will
MLS?
say yes.
Yeah, it's on
Of
some.
course, I doubt OSEC has 100 million. They might. They're not going to throw 100 million at soccer. But you could see one in
You
Canada.
never know. 100 million for Seattle Seahawks NFL.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Speaking of which, Columbus got sold for about 80 million.
Yeah.
By that logic, the 100 million expansion fee sounds about right.
And on another note, it's 2-0 Seattle.
Shooting now.
Did Dempsey score?
Actually, no.
Montero.
I'll check. I'll look after.
Anyway.
MLS punishes the San Jose 1906 Ultras. Guys, let's go for a little history lesson, shall
Well, let's face it. MLS is not a fan of their supporters groups.
we? Number 1. Next.
Uh,
What happened?
the story was there's a outbreak in Portland.
Yep.
And then afterwards, the people who were involved in that little fisticuffs in Portland threw
Ultras
them.
were there.
Yeah, they said, okay, we did it. We're sorry. Arrest us, charge us.
Yeah.
We were at fault.
And this was San Jose game in Portland.
Yeah.
So the 1906
But
were there.
apparently, the San Jose Ultras didn't like something, so they put up a banner saying, more or less, it wouldn't be a crime unless there was a woman involved.
Okay. That's risky, but okay.
But they did
Very
it.
risky.
And then San Jose.
Kind of like Bytown Boys.
No, we're not going
Let's
there.
leave that. We can throw that at the end. But anyways, that was
Don't
thrown
throw it.
in, and other things, and San Jose and MLS were saying, you know, if you don't apologize or this and that, we're going to take away your traffic privileges.
Oh, jeez.
You can't be away fans at any games.
Yeah, yeah. Well, they desanctioned them apparently, whatever that means.
Yeah, how do you desanction supporters group? They already paid for their season tickets. Well, here's the thing. The Ultras said, you know what? We're not going to buy next year's season tickets. You really want to piss off your supporters?
Yeah.
And lose a shit ton of money.
Especially in San Jose?
And, again, Villa,
Yeah.
McLeish.
Yeah.
It adds up. Or subtracts in this case.
In this sport, you don't piss off your fans.
You just don't.
Yeah.
You piss off your fans, you get slapped, and not in a nice way.
Yeah.
Yeah. What I loved was the Impact Ultras got behind them.
So talk about this.
Impact. Well, first of all, the Impact Ultras released a statement saying we support you, 1906 or
Yeah.
whatever. And then at the Impact game against San Jose Champions League earlier this week, they had a banner which basically said we are 1906.
Nice.
So that was really cool.
The one thing I do hope, this is a bit off topic, is when we enter the NASL, any big sporting thing
Yeah.
that happens in the football world, in North America especially,
Yeah.
that as a group, let's say this, something happens to Ralph Small, Tampa Bay,
Yeah.
and it's completely stupid, and we don't agree with it. That we as a group are going to say, we are Ralph Small in Ottawa.
Yeah.
Just come on and say, we understand, we agree with you.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the one thing I love about the Montreal Ultras. They can be dicks.
Oh, yeah. We've seen it twice this year.
Yeah, but when they want to state something, they state
Just
it.
straight up state it. Yeah.
And that's what impresses me. And I want us to be like that.
Yeah.
NASL going to respect the World Cup's scheduling by not planning any games during or on match days of
Yeah.
World Cup matches for next year. So
That does screw up the schedule a bit next year because we're going to have a shortened spring season. So
Yeah.
the spring season will be 10 games. Which
hey,
is,
we'll get a little
Will
taste.
it? I thought they were going to continue. They'll take a break,
no.
then play the rest, and then more or
No.
less. Oh, it
No.
ends here, then continues.
No. So they're going to play the spring season, 10 games. We're going to have a spring champion after 10 games, then the World Cup. Yeah, it wasn't popular, but really, what else were they going to do?
You're not gonna. Yeah, you're right.
You're not going to fight FIFA.
No, but
That's what I like. They are recognizing that they're not the biggest thing in the world.
Yeah,
The
that's
World
good.
Cup, they're not going to compete with the World Cup.
But this is what I love about NASL. They're earning respect the right way.
Yeah,
The absolute right way.
Yeah.
They're doing it
And-
correctly and they're doing it beautifully, flawlessly in my eyes.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, I personally thought it was. Oh shit, we're halfway through the spring season. Crap, World Cup's here. All right, World Cup. We'll finish the first season. There's no break. We start the fall season.
Yeah.
There's no break. You still have the full spring season, then you have the fall
No,
season.
it's going to be a shortened spring season. Which does suck, but I mean, what do you want them to do? They only have so many weeks. The
I
fall
agree.
season anyway is going to be a bit packed in terms of schedule. So do you play through... Well,
That was awesome.
yeah. They do have the Voyagers Cup to fit in as well, and the
No,
U.S.
and
Open
they're
Cup.
paying.
Oh,
but
I
that's the
cannot
thing.
wait for those.
No, but that's the
Holy
thing.
fuck.
Bill Peterson has said with Canada, we have to think about all these tournaments.
Yeah,
And we are respecting it and we will uphold to them.
yeah,
And
yeah,
there's just me going, thank you.
yeah.
You are listening to the people. But he has said before, the crowd said, we don't want playoffs. We want a single table. And he found a system.
Yeah,
Now, I don't think that's going to work with the way they want to grow. But if they're smart, they're going to take a page out of Australia, which is top
yeah,
6
that's where they're
teams,
going. That's where they're going.
and top 2 get a bye to the semifinals.
Yeah.
The next 4 quarterfinals. No, that's perfect.
He has said one or two things about how the schedule is going to happen as the league expands. Up to 16 teams, it's going to be the spring-fall thing. After that, it's going to be, they're still going to sort of have the spring-fall, but it's going to be straight up home and away. You're not going to play everyone 4 times. You're going to play them twice in a year. You award a champion after the first half of the season, then play everyone reverse fixtures in the fall. You award another
it's
champion.
going to be difficult. But
Yeah, but it's doable.
no, but here's the thing. When we met him, I liked him.
I did too, yeah.
He
Who,
just,
Bill Peterson?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
just had something about him that you're going, I can believe it.
Yeah. he's-
Anyway, by the
he's
time they get to 20, they're going to have a small playoff. But I do love what he said. He said that we're not going to have half the league make the playoffs. That's stupid.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I said it, and that works for me. I like it. He's got the straight point. He understands the fans. They listen to the fans,
Yeah.
and they're more or less going, the fans said this, and this. Okay, we have this much room to make it work. Let's make it work. If you cross the line, there's the door. Don't cross the line. Make sure it works.
Yeah.
And that's what we're looking at, and I think that is the best thing you do as a league.
Yeah.
Because you listen to your fans, and you respect your fans. You respect your fans, the fans respect your league, and the fans adore your league.
Yeah. Or it's which fans do you respect? MLS respects the soccer moms. NASL respects
No, MLS respects the TV moms.
the TV moms.
Yeah. The moms go, oh no, they said you suck asshole on TV. Guess what? You do.
It's your job. You're the one. Anyway.
I'm sorry. I know we mentioned the whole you suck thing, but I'm sure we mentioned where I first saw it, where I think got in trouble.
Yeah.
That Philly game I posted on Facebook.
That's Philly is what started it. That Philly game against Man U.
Yeah. No, what it
What
is
if it's
is
Man U? Just let them say you suck.
no, it wasn't. It was a normal MLS.
Oh, was
game.
it? Oh, anyway.
And it was, oh yeah, you could buy your. Many of the fans here are buying. You can get all your Philly gear on MLSsoccer.com. You suck, asshole! Right there. If you don't believe me, look it up.
Yeah.
You know what? I will put a link into it when we post it up.
Okay.
You have a link to that YouTube video.
OSEG just a little while back had their extra time event hosted at the Berryman Pub, but unfortunately I couldn't be there.
I couldn't do it, so we're all looking at Mustafa to be
Hey,
the voice
everyone.
of reason.
Yeah. Okay.
Tell us the story.
Well, John Pugh was there, and we had.
Tell me about the rabbits.
Basically, what they're doing is a series of, from now till December, every month they're going to have a meeting where they're going to have their PRN season
They
6.
stole the idea from us.
If you want to think that, go ahead. Yeah, so they're going to basically update their hardcores or their PRNs on stuff that's going on around NASL, the Fury, just stuff like that. Some stuff, he did say some stuff, mostly stuff that we know, because we follow them pretty hardcore. So stuff like what NASL is, the Voyagers Cup, stuff like that, where we play our games. He said one or two things that maybe your hardcores wouldn't know, but we posted that stuff online, so if you want to see it, just find us online and we'll get it to you. It's too long to get into here. But no, I like what they're doing. They're trying to sort of build up at least the core support. They're trying to get everyone on the same page there. Fury marketing is a big thing we've been talking about for a bit now.
Especially on the Voyagers forum.
Yes, so I'd say they're lacking in terms of marketing to the general public, but at least they're getting everyone, at least they're getting their hardcores briefed on what's going on. So I don't mind the idea. I don't mind the idea of these meetings at all. I think they're great. And as Bytown boys, I'd like to see us contribute a bit in future ones.
Oh wait, I just got hired a new job. If I wasn't hired, you honestly believe
Next one is on Saturday.
Yeah, I'll be there.
Okay.
Anyway, speaking of which, there's also been a rumor mill of talks of another supporters club, whether grassroots created like us, or created by OSEG themselves.
Yeah.
Or an organization.
Well, I don't think OSEG's going to start a group.
No, I don't think so either. It's going to be odd. It's too much work for them to set one up. But if another group happens, all I ask from them in reality is we play nice. You come with a new chant and you guys think it will work and you do it with yourselves, let's share.
Yeah.
Our group has a semi-capo system. Work with us.
Yeah, that's all we are.
If you want to chant on your own, don't chant near us. I want us to work together.
That's all that matters.
Yeah, we're here for the team, not for our own clubs.
Now, just to get on the rumor mill, as of August 10th, 2013, today, look for a new supporters club to pop up in Ottawa. I'm not going to say anything beyond that.
Speaking of which, this is how it's read, all right? I'm just reading what the prompt's telling me. Curious note, whatever happened to the North End Elite, TFC's third supporters group? Who brought this one up?
No, I saw it on Twitter, and I was like, yeah, what happened to them? Because,
where did they sit before the North Stand was built?
Well, no, they weren't in the North Stand, but they were in the North, but at the very end.
Okay.
But the first time we were there, Anton and I...
Wait, they were not in the North Stand, but they were in the North at the very end?
Yeah.
They were as far north as you could get.
Yeah.
Right by the away supporters.
They're northwest.
Northwest.
So beside the away supporters.
You know what? If you're going to start a supporters club,
No, but the idea was to start a supporters section at the opposite end of the field for their own team.
Yeah.
And the idea was sound. It is sound. But it's just, what happened to them? Because they're the ones who came out with the 75-mile bastard.
yeah.
Well, it was just something I thought of. I noticed. I'm like, yeah, where are they?
They may still be there, just not
No,
online
they're not.
anymore.
They're defunct.
Oh shit.
I heard a really wrong part of this, so yeah.
Yeah, ignore the story. We're PG-18.
Random note. Anyway, BBSC marketing.
Yeah, that one I'm very horrible at. So we're gonna try and make some posters, put them around town, where soccer fans go, not where non-soccer fans go.
Yeah.
We're not gonna spend
We
our
have
time
another
and money.
supporters club for non-soccer fans.
If you're a non-soccer fan and you think you should be part of a supporters group, I do suggest you look up what a supporters group is
Yeah.
and make your own judgments. I'm not going to say if you think you should belong and show up, we're going to tell you you're a liar.
Again, without going into detail, we may have a supporters group for you coming up.
Yeah.
Not us, but someone else.
We
already are our own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But in the end, we're looking at different ways to grow the group.
Yeah.
The podcast is one way. We have another few ideas up our sleeves.
Yeah.
Maybe bad, maybe horrible, maybe amazing. We don't know. We'll figure it out in the end.
Yeah.
But we'll do it regardless. In the end, what Anton, Mustafa, and I have spoke about in the group is, if we're 3 people and we can sing like we're 30, I don't care if we're 30 and we sing like we're 30. I want our 30 to nut up and sing more than they're worth.
Exactly.
I want passion.
That's all I give
I
a shit about.
personally,
That's what we're looking for. We're looking for passion.
Upcoming stuff.
Yep. So we got our meeting coming up tomorrow, which is Sunday.
August 11th.
Yeah, so you probably won't hear this till tomorrow morning. No promises. We're doing this on an iPod, so no promises.
Oh, way to spoil the...
Hey, I will not lie to our listeners. I refuse to. You guys
He
can
will lie to us though.
Yeah, but not to you guys. You guys are that special to me.
Well, the thing is that a lie or not? But keep it.
Anyway, upcoming stuff.
Okay, Professor Philosophy over here.
Upcoming stuff.
We got our meeting coming up, our scars.
Yeah.
We're going to pick our scars this Sunday.
Yep.
So bring your $20 for pre-order. So we can have your scar. So we can order the scars as soon as possible. The sooner we order the scars, the better. Because the sooner we order the scars, we can sell them, make money for the group, which in turn be able to, for the group to purchase better flags, a better drum. It's all money for the group. None of it goes into any of our pockets.
Yes.
If it does, I will show up at your door with a 2x4 and I will never know your name.
But he'll remember what you used to look like. Anyway, just to update you about TFC at the first half, at the 16th minute, it was Rosales for Seattle who got the first goal, and then Henry from TFC got an own goal at the 40th.
Daniel Henry.
Yeah.
We score where we want. We score where we want. We're Toronto. We score where we want.
Anyway, so that wraps up the scheduled proportion of our show. Thank you guys once again for joining in our 20th episode of our Banter. BBSC, Villains and Vanier, +1 Arsenic.
No, it's a gunner. Yeah, it's a gunner.
Gunner.
Two villains and a gunner.
I know.
All you
Two
banks.
villains and a gunner. That does not sound like the start of a good story.
No,
Actually,
it
sounds like a cool movie title.
Yeah, it does. But let's face it, it doesn't sound like a good story, but it sounds like a fun story. If we're not going to be a good story, it might as well be fun.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, it has
honestly.
been.
Yeah, exactly. So let's continue the fun.
Anyway, speaking on that note, follow us on Twitter at BytownBoysSC. Like us on Facebook. There's 2 pages there's the group page where you have to be accepted by one of us. Ooh, so and so asked to
Well, we
join
can
Bytown
flex
Boys.
our authority.
And then
Pretend.
anyway, and then the other one, you just like the page, and then you're with us. It's all good. Apart from that, as Stefan said, there's also the marketing stuff that we just touched on.
Yep. Look for a website coming up soon too.
Website updates.
At the moment, we're still at bytownboys.webs.com.
But look for that to change soon.
We'll see what happens, but at the moment, that's where we are. We're not going to tell you to go anywhere else until we're certain.
Yeah.
So, on that note, thank you guys once again, and thank you, Terry, wherever you are, probably in the pisser.
At the end of the bar.
Anyway, thank you all for joining in today, and we shall talk next time. Thank you.
Bye.